Put your hands together for James Cheeks.
James is driving it over the Corsa. We ordered it from Europe, has it shipped over, turned over to Kurt, his name, and they modified it to the extreme.
Yes, to the extreme is quite the statement right there. It's absolutely true. It's an Opel Corsa on the outside. You know, typical car you find in the south of France, but on the inside, a totally different ballgame here. 1400cc motorcycle engine, midway in the front and the back of the car. That distributes the weight evenly throughout all four tires there. This car weighs in at 1,500 pounds because of it. All that triangulation and the roll cage there. These cars are purpose-built and they were made for tricks. Now, speaking of tricks, what the drivers are doing behind the wheel is a complex combination of gas, steering, clutch, and e-brake. As you can see up on the big screen there. It's its own little ballet, folks. But you open up the door here, you can see that e-brake. One of our stunt drivers' favorite tools. Cheeks will pull up on that e-brake, he'll lock up the back tires, and then what do? You get right back into that throttle, you stand on it, don't you? And you melt these tires right to the rims all day long. Now, we mentioned that bump shifter earlier. We call that a sequential gearbox. 4 gears forward on the bump, look at him, he's getting aggressive in there, and 4 gears in reverse, simply turn that T-handle. He's got that gorilla grip, he'll break that thing right off if he's not careful. And then head to toe, he's dressed in that fire-resistant material. But he's also on radio, and Chris Calls, the director, is calling for me to get him back to the top of this next scene. Let's give it up for James Cheeks, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, we're going to move on. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. As you heard, we are preparing for our final stunt, but first, we put together a little preview of our finished product. So make sure you look out for some of the scenes we shot earlier, like the remote control car footage, Kurt's great high fall, and that spectacular motorcycle burn. Then at the end, make sure your cameras are ready, because things are gonna get hot. Diana, roll that film.
Performers and your fellow audience members, we ask that you turn off or mute all cell phones and communication devices during this performance. Failure to do so will result in your being punished. Oh, and it won't be the kind of punishment you expect either, but it will be extremely unpleasant, we know that for certain. Quite embarrassing as well. So, please turn off all cell phones and communication devices at this time. We see you when you're sleeping. We know when you're awake. Thank you. And now, it's the Comedy Warehouse Holiday Special!
Holiday Special! And look over there on the electric piano! It's Jamie Versailles! We are here in Hollywood because our show, like any Hollywood blockbuster, is a collaboration. It takes hundreds of people to make a movie. It takes hundreds of people to make our show. We're going to come to you and ask you to shout out ideas, and based on what you say, we'll make up the show all about that. So it's very much going to be a two-way street here. And don't forget, when you're thinking, what should I shout out in public, that this is Walt Disney World. And certain words, concepts, and phrases don't exist here at the most magical place on earth. Let's have a big round of applause for the rest of the cast! It's Mark and it's Mary. Now, we would like to start with a little high art for you. We're going to improvise something on the spot. Ma'am, what is your first name? Julie begins with J. If you can think of another word that begins with J, raise your hand. Another word. Yes, what's another word that begins with J?
Jingle.
Jingle. Now, someone put jingle into a sentence and raise your hand when you have it. Put jingle into a sentence. Yes. What's the sentence with jingle in it? Jingle bells, Batman smells. Now, that's a famous poem, but we're going to improvise a brand new poem. A poem that we call Jingle Bells, Batman Smells. Batman was alone on Christmas.
No work that day.
But Penguin gave him a gift, you see.
He opened it right away.
It was a poisonous umbrella.
Which Batman opened there.
And something squirted out.
Right in his eye. Oh, man.
He went to an eye wash station.
Which every Batcave has.
And flushed out his eyeball.
Which made the rest of his body spaz.
He ran over to the Penguin's lair.
Opened the door.
And there he saw the penguin with Robin.
And more.
Yes, the Joker was there as well.
Cutting a big old cake.
And Robin was having a great big slice.
For goodness sake.
Robin beckons Batman in.
Surprise, my friend!
Happy birthday, man in the black suit.
We're all having a truce in the end.
Well, Batman started to cry.
He said, you guys sure are swell.
And it makes me think of my favorite poem.
Jingle bells, Batman smells.
Jingle bells, Batman smells. Oh,
Okay, guys, for our next improvisation, we are only missing one thing.
Talent?
Obviously. But no, we're missing a director, and that's where you guys are going to come in. So John and Mary are going to begin a scene, and from time to time, I'm going to take freeze, I'm going to come out to you, and I'm going to get some suggestions from you on how to further the scene along and make it better. You guys think you can help me out? Excellent. So to get us started, someone raise your hand and give me a suggestion of something that's on your to-do list at the holidays. On your to-do list for the holidays. Yes, sweetheart. Make Oreo truffles. I am so coming to your house. Okay, welcome to our scene about making Oreo truffles.
I found one. We're gonna take these truffles and somehow make cookies out of them.
He doesn't know which
Here's
ones
another.
are.
Got it?
I wish we still had a pet pig who could do this for us.
Well, we had to sell her last year.
I know.
Freeze! Yes, they had to sell their pet pig for a very specific reason. Why did they have to sell the pig?
To make bacon.
Yes,
Because they lost their home?
because they lost their home from the little girl in the first row.
Yeah. Thanks, Obama. I miss our home. I mean, it's ridiculous that we're making Oreo truffles when we have no home.
Stop it! We have health care.
Barely. We're out here in the forest. Why can't we just tell our friends we can't give them gifts this year? I mean, we're keeping this big secret. We have no home. We have no pig. This is the un-American dream. What? Well, I just want to be truthful.
I don't want anyone to know.
Glynis.
We're doing fine. We're happy.
Well, we're happy.
So what if we don't have the other white meat? Pork isn't everything in this world. We have each other. We still have truffles and we can still afford Oreos. And you still have your job down at...
Where? Where do I work? It seems like you don't know.
Freeze! Yes, where does he work? Yes. He works at the Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah, Bert used to walk in there and see that logo every day with that Porky.
That's why I
If
didn't
they
want to
could
say
all
it.
just call it the Wiggly, I'd be fine.
That's why I didn't want to say it.
I appreciate it.
Can't seem to get away from pork.
Glynis, it's all right. Okay. All right, it's okay. It's all right. Look, we're living outside. We're collecting truffles. We're gonna make this work.
Freeze! How are they going to make it work? What are they going to think of that is going to turn the whole situation around? Yes. They're going to adopt kids though they have no home.
What we need is a greater workforce. So we don't have to spend all our time collecting the truffles and making it. We need someone to be more like Korea.
You mean to hack into our computer?
No. I think that we should maybe adopt 600 or 700 children.
That's the American way.
I mean, we've got all this outdoor space.
That's a great idea, and then we could feel needed. We'd be like parents.
Yeah, we'd be like herders.
You're
But
brilliant.
we'd have someone who we could impart our wisdom to. The wisdom that led us to living outside.
And our recipe.
Yeah, well, the truffle Oreos. That's the most important thing.
Besides us.
Well, okay.
Funny. Thanks for making me feel better.
Oh, you're welcome.
We'll write this down later. Later. In a letter.
Well, I'm afraid that, can we adopt? I mean, are we good candidates? I hear it's very strict.
No, I think that's just becoming a citizen. I don't think it's as strict to adopt.
No, look around. It's not a citizen. That's not strict at all.
We're black and we're having a little bit of fun. Hey, the holiday times, we love that we get to sit around with people that we care about and learn things about them that we didn't really know before. For instance, I learned that my dad used to make cars and he knows all about putting them together. What's something that you do very well that maybe a lot of people don't know about you? We'd love to know what that is. Maybe
We'd like
you're
to know
really
out
good
loud.
at, what are you good at? You're good at talking really fast? What is your name? Spencer. Everyone, would you all say hi to Spencer? Hi, Spencer, do me a favor, go right down that aisle.
Let's give him a hand. Spencer's very brave. He's a fast talker and a very slow walker. Come on, Spencer.
It just so happens that we have our very own talk show here called Up Your Alley, and today we're going up the alley about fast-talking people. People who know a lot about fast talking. So, we can't have a talk show without our hosts. Please put your hands together for the host of Up Your Alley!
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. How you doing, Spencer? Good to see you. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm your host. My name is not Nick Cannon. Welcome to the show. All right. Welcome to Up Your Alley. Now, we have I got a special show today. We're going up the alley of people who can talk very fast. Spencer's here as part of that. And we have a little tradition here at Up Your Alley. When I say welcome to Up Your Alley, I want you guys to say, ho, ho, ho. Let's give it a try. Welcome to Up Your Alley. Ho, 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 ho. Well, Spencer, welcome to the show. I'm sure you know a lot about speaking very quickly, but you're not the only person on the show. How about a round of applause for our other experts? Come on out here. All right, welcome to the show. Spencer, I want to know a little bit more about you. How are you an expert in speaking very fast?
It's just always been a childhood dream. It's something I've been practicing for a really long time. So.
I see. So something you actually practice.
Absolutely.
So you are a fast talker. What attracted you to fast talking?
Just wanted to get information out very quickly.
Very quickly, kind of like at the end of those car commercials.
Absolutely. Part of the goal is to be an auctioneer. So.
Auctioneer, very nice. We're going to hear more about that and maybe get a little example of you speaking very fast there, Spencer. Let's go to the middle here. How are you an expert on fast talking, sir?
Hello, I'm Dr. Richard Nolan, and I am a specialist in treating people who talk too quickly.
Oh, really?
Yes, this is a very common psychological disorder that can lead to all kinds of concomitant medical problems, including elevated blood pressure and loss of every friend you have.
Well, Spencer, you might be in luck. We actually have a medical doctor here that can help you out if you need it. Thank you very much.
Nice to be here.
On the end, what's your name and how are you an expert in fast talking?
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm 16 years old, and I got an iPhone 6 for Christmas, but my daddy won't spring for unlimited minutes, so I have to talk really fast when I talk to my friends.
Really? Wow. That is amazing.
And OMG is Spencer cute.
Well, thank you very much. Welcome to Up Your Alley. Thank you very much. All right, so now we're going to open it up to our live studio. If you have any questions about fast talking, please raise your hand. It will get answers right here. We have 3 experts on fast talking. Any questions you may have here on fast talking. I see your hand going up and down, and all the way up if it's a question, all the way up. Yes, you way in the back, all the way up. What's your question? All right, we'll ask this question. Spencer, do you get tongue-tied easily?
No,
No. Are there any words that might make you tongue-tied? Are there any tough words?
it's longer, like it's than 4 or 5 syllables.
Oh, like 4 or 5 syllable words you might get tongue-tied. Well, thank you very much, Spencer.
Of course, tongue-tying is one of the hideous symptoms of being a fast talker.
I see.
Not only does the tongue actually form an actual knot.
An actual knot?
An actual knot in your head. But then the knot tends to knock out teeth as it continues to move. This can lead to a lifetime of dental stress.
I see. Thank you very much, our medical doctor. Let's go to our teenagers down here. Yes, you ever get tongue-tied?
I used to get tongue-tied because my brain would go really fast and my mouth couldn't catch up. And then my parents put me on Ritalin, which made me go way too slow. But then they put me on the right amount of Vyvanse, and now things are just perfect. My tongue and my mouth and my head and my mind can all go at the same thing. And I just want to know if Spencer has a girlfriend.
Spencer, are you single?
It can be.
I'd also like to point out that young men who talk quickly are also known for infidelity.
It's so good to have a medical doctor on the panel. Any other questions out there for our experts on fast talking? Yes, you, sir. All right, is this question for everybody? For everybody, is it, when you're fast talking, is it hard to breathe? Let's go to Spencer. Is it hard to breathe?
Absolutely. It's hard to make sure to get in and speak fast without passing out.
See, that's one of the many, many dangers of fast talking. Talking till you're blue in the face is literally true. Asphyxia is very, very common among the fast talkers. Auctioneer's average lifespan, not to burst your bubble, is 38.
Let's go to our teenager down here, yes?
Well, I used to have bad allergies due to a deviated septum, and then my nose would get stopped up, and it would be hard to breathe when I would talk. And then I got a nose job for my birthday, my 15th birthday, only because of the deviated septum, not because there was anything wrong with it. It was a perfectly lovely nose. It was a perfectly lovely nose, Spencer.
All right, thank you very much. All right, and you're still within your minutes right now. All right, good to know. All right, another question here on Up Your Alley. Thank you very much for anybody. Yes, you, sir, with the glasses. I see your hand up. Is it for anybody?
No, for Spencer.
Spencer, yes, your question?
If Auctioneer doesn't work out, do you want to become one of those fast-talking guys at the end of commercials?
At the end of commercials, yes. What is your end goal here, Spencer?
That's definitely an option that I'm looking forward to, is to maybe get up to the commercials and eventually get to the car salesman, so.
Wow, interesting. Very good. Good. Anybody have anything to add to that? Anything? Yes.
Your mileage may vary. You see, I can say that at a normal speed, and we all get it.
I do get it.
Mileage may vary.
Well, thank you very much. Let's go to our teenager down here on the end, yes.
Well, I'm just happy to know that Spencer has some goals, and he's clearly thought this out, and I think that's great. And I just want to let him know that my daddy owns an auction house, and if he marries me, he can be in the business.
Yes, I think we have time for like 25 more questions. Yes, you, sir. Anybody, just question out there. Yes, we will demonstrate talking very fast in a few, and we'll close the show with that. It's going to be fantastic.
Well,
yes,
I'm
you,
glad I'm here in case there's an emergency.
Thank you very much. Yes?
For Spencer, how has fast talking affected your family?
All right, how has fast talking affected your family, Spencer? Has it affected your family?
It's a great way to end arguments.
Really? Wow. So you end the argument by fast talking?
Absolutely. Just by that point, they just give up.
I see.
See, fast talking, ironically, is a barrier to communication. It's very, very harmful.
Well, thank you very much. Good to know. Any other questions? Yes. In the back, sir. Yes. Oh, good question. If you drool, is there drool? Let's go to the doctor. Do people drool?
Absolutely. You'll know fast talkers by the fact that their shirt front is darker than the sleeves of the rest of their garment.
Really and truly. Yes, Spencer, do you drool?
I would point out that would be for amateur fast talk.
Oh, I see. Amateur fast talkers. Spencer's clearly not an amateur. Now, Spencer, as we close the show, can you give us a little example? Maybe there's an auction going on here. Can you give us a couple examples really quick, Spencer?
Let's see, sure. I'm glad that I can be able to come to this event and such because it's so awesome to be able to be here, to be able to talk to all these people and just being part of all of it. It's so fantastic. I'm so excited to be able to see all you different people and stuff and just happen to got lots of wonderful gifts and be able to go out and see all these different things. It's like, ooh.
All right.
We're almost at the end of the show. That was nice, thank you. We have one more improvisation, and for that, what I need, let's bring the legs back up if we can. How about a suggestion of a story where around the holidays, when everything went completely wrong? Just a story you like to tell when you get together. It's like, oh, this day was horrible. Raise your hand if you got a, right here in the front. What's your name, sir? Kevin, what happened to you? I'm going to repeat it so they can hear. You went to Universal Studios? That's enough. Yeah, so what happened? Okay, well that's a nice plug for us, but I actually want a suggestion of, yes, in the back, your hands up, what happened to you? What's your name? That's a long name. I don't know. Gavin? Okay, Gavin, meet Kevin. Kevin, Gavin. And Gavin, what is your story? Nice and loud for me. Even louder. Your parents hid your favorite present.
And?
This isn't so bad, actually. All right, these are both very good. I'm looking for something like maybe, you had a rotisserie turkey and it burst into flames and you lost the Porsche. Something like that. Not Porsche, but porch. Hands up if you got that. Yes, your last chance, ma'am. What's your name? Kendra, meet Gavin and Kevin. Kendra, what happened to you? We have a bingo. And we have a censorship problem. You got pooped on by a penguin at SeaWorld? Okay, just a little backstory, no pun intended. I need, what happened? How did this happen to you? Your daughter's name is what? Matea. All right, so Matea. She got a surprise, I'm gonna repeat this so they can all hear. She got a surprise backstage tour at SeaWorld. Okay. So you got to pet a shark and pet a penguin. It was your turn. The penguin turned around and did what penguins sometimes do. All right. Well, let's thank everyone for their stories. Very nice stories. We're going to sing a little song about this, Kendra. About you and your pooping penguin, which is a great movie title. We're going to sing this song. If you like this song, it's because we're very gifted at what we do. And if not, it means that I should take it this story over here. You know what? I'm so upset I can't start. Mary's gonna start for me.
Kendra was at SeaWorld, what could she do?
What could she do?
When a penguin came by and she felt the poo. Same thing happened to me, only it was shallow. Not a good day.
Not a good day.
Oh, not a good day. But today's alright and the girl is gonna play.
I'm the shark they petted. Oh, bless their heart.
Bless their heart.
Yes, the penguin wasn't the worst part.
Not the worst part.
Because I was in the water, they didn't smell my fart.
Oh, not a good day.
No, not a good day. Oh, not a good day. Silent but deadly, I swim away.
I heard that story from backstage and I said, sure.
I said, sure.
Pooped on by a penguin, that was hard to ignore.
Hard to ignore.
Because penguins don't fly, so what were you doing on the floor?
Not a good day.
Not a good day.
Oh, not a good day.
Well, you shouldn't have been petting his behind anyway.
Well, the day started out, it was filled with fascination.
Fascination.
And the poo-poo happened and it led to consternation. How did they decide who to poop on? It was a process of elimination.
Oh, not a good day.
Not a good day at all.
Oh,
that shit.
I'm a penguin at SeaWorld. Yes, I am a resident.
I am a resident.
I gotta go, but I need to remain hesitant.
Remain hesitant.
Hey, but there! I just hid your present.
That was Gavin over there.
I guess I'll go to Universal today.
But next time there's a penguin that goes on you.
That goes on you. Well, take this advice and yes, it's true.
And yes, it's true.
Just like Mountain Dew, you should do the do.
Everybody.
And that's why SeaWorld had to give beer away.
Give beer away. And that's why SeaWorld had to give beer away. Oh, yeah. We wish to all of you the happiest new year. And we wish to all of you the
Thanks for attending the
Seriously, Constantine?
Treasures, framed magnets for my many crimes. There are no police people in this audience, yes? Because if there are, then I am joking. Ha 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 ha. But if there are not, I am not making a joke. I am serious. But why would I devote secret evil plans and risk to the good doors room and then good to myself? Forget you see this. Back to your Muppet Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am Sam Eagle, and these are some important safety instructions for you. Not now.
Sam, this is urgent.
What is it? What?
Yes!
Really? Here?
Right over there.
Well, of course, certainly. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an unexpected surprise. I have the great honor of introducing the one, the only, Mr. Mickey Mouse.
Hello, hi there. Welcome to my pond.
You are not Mickey Mouse, you're a rat.
Rat snack. Besides, they're tourists. What do they know?
You get out of here!
Okay, do I still get my $10?
Get out, get out, get out!
I've got Donald Duck back here.
Will you get out?
Yes!
We're now entering the theater of Jim Henson's Muppet Vision 3D.
Please keep in mind that our top rowing is reserved for our guests traveling in wheelchairs, ECVs, and their parties.
Already lost your brother and sister. Well, it's almost showtime, and there's DJ Elliott up on stage. And who knows? We might see some Disney friends, and maybe one new one, maybe.